Hello everyone. This is another wish list video, and this one is also kind of a follow-up to an earlier video I did about my favorite restaurants at Walt Disney World, okay? This is going to be my Walt Disney World Resort dining wish list. So these are the restaurants that I would like to try at Walt Disney World that I haven't been to yet. And I'm going to divide it up like I did in the video of my favorite restaurants, and I'm going to divide it up by location, by each of the 4 theme parks, Disney Springs, and the resorts, okay? To get it started off, let's go to Magic Kingdom. There is only one restaurant on my wish list at Magic Kingdom, and I have been really wanting to try it ever since it opened, and that is Jungle Navigation Company. Is that what it is? Skipper Canteen. Okay, it's right there across from the Jungle Cruise. And I just think the theming looks so cool. I love the whole Society of Adventurers and Explorers. And Explorers and Adventurers, I think I got it twisted around. See. And I love that little secret room and all the kind of stuff in the theming there. And I just think the menu looks really, really interesting and yummy. They've actually toned it back a bit because people didn't go for how experimental it was at first, and I'm kind of wish they hadn't done that. I kind of think it looked really cool to begin with, but it's still pretty interesting and different menu, and I think it looks really good, so I really am excited to try that one. Okay, at Epcot, I have 4 places that are on my wish list. And I know there's a lot more I should probably try, but these are the 4 top ones that I'd really like to try. Number 1 is Chefs de France. I would really like, it's table service. It's the one with the glass windows that you walk by. Just because we love everything French. Everybody in my family takes French. My daughter just got back from French camp. We've been to France. We like everything French. So, and we have not tried a table service restaurant in the France Pavilion yet. So I would like to try Chefs de France. Also, Coral Reef. I have never been to Coral Reef. I'm not necessarily a big seafood fan, but I know that they have other things on the menu, and I've seen like some of their desserts look really good, and I just think the atmosphere in there looks really neat, and I think my kids would really like it, the atmosphere of being inside next to the big aquarium. And then a 3rd place in Epcot that I'd like to try is La Hacienda de San Angel, which is on the water side of the Mexico Pavilion. And the Tim Tracker, Tim and Jen just did a video about this, and they just went there, and I shared it with my son Andrew because my son Andrew's favorite Epcot restaurant is San Angel Inn, which is inside the pyramid. And I agree with him. I think the theming in there is fantastic. I like the food okay, but I've always just wanted to try La Hacienda across the way because I just think that looks really neat too. And then the 4th one that I would really like to try in Epcot is the Rose and Crown Dining Room. I lived in England in college, and I love everything British. And the British are not necessarily known for their food, but there's some favorites that I really like. And so there's plenty on the menu there that I think we would enjoy. So those are the places on my wish list for Epcot. Over at Hollywood Studios, which again is kind of a dining low, there's only one place that I would really like to try, and it's brand new, just opened, and that's Woody's Lunchbox. I would like to try Woody's Lunchbox, and I'm actually disappointed because one of the sandwiches that they had on the menu at Woody's Lunchbox was a Monte Cristo, and it looked really good, and they already took it off and got rid of it. So, bummer. But those like Pop-Tart pastry things that they have there look really good. And I don't know, it just looks really cute. I can't wait to go to Toy Story Land. I think it looks adorable. Okay, over at Animal Kingdom, I have 3 places that I want to try. Number 1 is Satu'li Canteen. Hope I'm saying that right. Over in Pandora. We haven't been to Pandora yet since it opened. And it just looks really interesting and different and has gotten really good reviews that I've seen so far. That's a counter service restaurant. Tusker House, I would really like to try. Tusker House is a buffet, and it's a character dining experience. The Mickey and friends are there in their safari gear, and it's a African-inspired buffet. And that's one that we actually were going to try to go there last time, and can't remember what happened. We got delayed or something, and I don't know if we couldn't get in or it was going to be too late or something like that. So I'd really like to try Tusker House. And then the other place I'd like to really try in Animal Kingdom is Yak and Yeti. Yak and Yeti is also run by an outside company. Is it Landry's? Same as T-Rex, and it might be the same company as T-Rex and Rainforest Cafe, but supposedly it's really good. And that whole Asian inspired food that they have there is something I would really, really like. So I'd really like to try Yak and Yeti. Going over to Disney Springs, there are two places that I would really like to try at Disney Springs. One is Chef Art Smith's Homecoming, that southern home style kind of comfort food really appeals to me, and I just think I would really like the food there. And the other one is, believe it or not, I have never been to Earl of Sandwich, and I really want to try that holiday sandwich that they have with the turkey and the stuffing and the cranberry. That's just something I've been wanting to try for a really long time, and I just want to go to Earl of Sandwich. We are going to Disneyland coming up in like 6 months, and I don't know if does anybody know if the Earl of Sandwich there has already closed? That was part of downtown Disney that they're like tore down basically to make room for the new Disneyland hotel that they're building, which has yet to be named. And I don't know if Earl of Sandwich is going to reopen in downtown Disney at a different location. And I'm kind of curious if anybody knows anything about that. So I don't know. It may be a while before I get to try Earl of Sandwich. And am I right about this? Somewhere I heard that Earl of Sandwich is owned by the actual Earl of Sandwich in like Great Britain. Is that true? I don't know. That just is wild to me. And then at the resorts, there's two places I would really like to try. One is Contempo Cafe, which is the food court in the Contemporary Resort. I have just heard nothing but good things about Contempo Cafe, and so I would like to try it. And then the other place, and this is probably literally number one on my wish list, I want to go to Olivia's. I want to go to Olivia's in the Key West Resort. I just love everything about how it looks. I like everything on the menu. I just think it looks fantastic and adorable, and I want to go there. So that is my Walt Disney World dining wish list. It's highly unlikely that I will get to all of these places in one trip. So it's probably going to take 2 or 3 more visits to Walt Disney World before I knock all these off, but we'll try. So I'm curious to know what's on your Walt Disney World dining wish list. So put it in the comments below. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great day and safe travels.